Right, day 2, road to show. Thought I'd start off this morning. We're just looking, or showing you the current look at the moment. So we're currently, this is natural lighting, no pump, literally no food, just weighed myself, 81.1 kilograms. And we are looking shredded. I don't know why the camera's picking up really well this morning, but that is the current look at the moment. So we're also gonna show you what we're having for meal 1 this morning. So we're gonna have 2 crumpets with 20 grams of jam. I'll put all the macros and calories on the screen as well in a sec. And this is essentially like a little mini shop of what I get normally, mainly Aldi. So rice cakes galore because we're cutting, and then tuna, and just tinned fish. And then this is like the main meal alongside with the crumpets that we have. So we've got 2 slices of sourdough, 4 bacon medallions, 3 eggs, basically. So yeah, bacon medallions are brilliant because we've got no fat on them, and obviously sourdough, hardly any fat in that as well. So that's basically a cutting breakfast meal 1, and obviously I'm gonna have 3 glasses of that in the morning. And also in one of those glasses we're gonna have a scoop of, what's the focus, Hydroflow hydration, which just gets you hydrated in the morning, so we'll have a scoop of that as well. And then that is the supplements cupboard actually. Got everything in here. I need to go through that at some point. So that is meal. That is the physique, or current little updated physique in natural lighting. And we're obviously going to now we'll cut into, it'll be me in the car or starting a push workout today. So should be good. Right then, I've finally invested in a camera mount that's now on the other side of the car instead of in front of me, which I was having a nightmare with the first time, setting that up and like keeping it balanced, and having it over there so I can like actually focus on driving now. The first one I was kind of talking to the camera as well as trying to drive, which didn't really work. And I've also invested in a little microphone now, so hopefully all the audio should be really clear. We'll find that out when we go to edit the video, but hopefully it should be alright. We're in for push today, a little push session. We're going to be training at a different gym as well today, an actual bodybuilding gym instead of a little commercial one. So we'll be doing that, and we'll be training with someone as well today. Training with Matt, who I used to train with nearly every day before I started prep for my show, because obviously then all the exercise changed, everything was a little bit different. So we're going to train with him today, which should be good. What is on the agenda though for push? I think it's going to be a little bit of a mix today of my exercises and his. Kind of just got to blend the workout into one. So I'm going to have a few of mine, do a few of his. We'll see when we get there. Anything that's going to give us a good chest and shoulder pump, to be honest, because it's going to be chest, shoulders, tries today. So I think I'm going to keep the format of these videos kind of the same out of all of them, and then over time they'll just get better and better and better. Because obviously the first few and the first 10 I'd say are going to be like, in terms of quality, everything being like perfect, it's going to be a bit dodgy, just because obviously it's all new, isn't it? So but over time I should perfect it, and we should get it perfect. That's the plan. But yeah, so the format of these videos is literally going to be me kind of rambling in the car, but not completely just chatting rubbish. Do you know what I mean? I might just talk about the workout and what we're going to do, and what I'll put in in now as well. Actually, not now. I'll put it before this segment of the video. Is what I've had today as a meal one, food wise. I find it quite hard just to film all my meals and what I'm having, because especially in the morning, I literally wake up and I'm starving and I just want to eat straight away. I can't be bothered to set a camera up and record and everything, but I need to start doing that. But because I just wake up and I'm just instantly starving, my mind isn't, and being in prep as well, I'm cutting, so my mind is literally just straight for to get food. I'm just like, can't really be asked to set it all up, but I reckon that will need to change soon, because I think it'll be good to put it in. But I put it in today, just a little brief, little morning physique check, what I'm having and everything. But yeah, so back to the format, how this video's going to be. So we're going to kind of do food, me in the car, so we'll go into the gym, and then the workout itself, a little montage or either a voiceover session, depending obviously how busy the gym is. I'm still getting used to like talking to myself in public, so I thought that was so like the first few are going to be like I'm going to be a little bit self-conscious of people thinking I'm like a retard or something, but over time I should slowly not care, which is good. So we're going to get the workout in, as I said, voiceover or montage, and of course a little post-workout pump check, little post-session pose now, see what the pump's saying, and I just have to record cardio, but why would I do that? It's pretty boring. But I'll do a little segment of just what cardio I'll be doing. I might do cardio at this gym after my workout, or I'll go to my main gym and do cardio, we'll see. But either or, it's only half an hour stairmaster today, so it's not too bad. I need to get 10,000 steps in as well. Should be alright. So we'll get that done, and then I'll potentially film meal 3 as well actually tonight. So we'll get meal 3 on the door. I'll show you what I'm having for that. But today's Thursday, so this video will be out Friday, I reckon. Maybe tonight, we'll see. But Friday's workout and Saturday's workout. I had a rest day, fucking hell, a rest day on Wednesday. So I've pushed my workout for Wednesday onto the Saturday, because Friday and Saturday we're going up to Sheffield, to Ultraflex Rotherham, can't fucking say it, Rotherham, to get a workout and there's be a client coach meetup. So all my coach's clients will be there. A couple of lads that I know will be there. So we'll get a little voiceover session at Ultraflex, which should be good. We've got a top line and a pull session lined up, because I'm doing push today, which is annoying. But we'll have a top line and a pull session lined up for them, which should be good. So I'm really intrigued to see how this audio is going to sound on this microphone. If it's going to sound good, but hopefully it does. It's DJI, so DJI Mic 2, I think. I've seen some good videos and reviews about it, so I thought I'd get it. There's a little investment to make the videos a tad bit better. But yeah, what I think we'll do now is we'll cut in to getting to the gym, I reckon. Either we're going to cut into the first movement, or we'll cut into the first workout. So we'll see then, push session done. Right, so this first movement here, so as I said, we're following Matt's plan today, so these are all his exercises that he does for his push day. So we start off with a vertical seated shoulder press, which my gym doesn't have annoyingly. I kind of have more of an incline shoulder press that you've probably seen on an upper day before. But I think we bash out 10 to 12 reps on this, 3 sets with a warm-up set to start. So this is the exercise we started with, and then 3 plates aside, considering my current body weight, I was happy with, was I think about 12 reps. And then for exercise number 2, we moved on. Let's finish out this set. There you go. Yeah, so for exercise number 2, just your standard flat dumbbell press. And I got the 50s up for, I believe, 12 again. Yes, it was 12. Which, like the first exercise, I'm quite happy with considering my current body weight. Towards the end here, they did struggle a little bit because normally my triceps give up before my chest. There you go. That's where I think on the 12th rep, they just wouldn't move, annoyingly. But we'll get that strength back at some point, hopefully, after the off season, after my last show. And then after that, we move into dumbbell flies, which I haven't done for ages because all my fly variation are on the cables, either with cuffs or D handles. So these are quite new to me. So again, we bashed out. I can't remember the sets and reps because this is Matt's plan, but it would have been at least 2 or 3 sets of 10. Oh, it would be, they're flies, so it would have been 12 to 15 reps. So we bashed out these. I can't lie, they did hurt on the forearms or in that when you get to that position there, and they're kind of going against gravity. It did kind of put a bit of stress on my forearms and wrist. But if you do slow reps and properly feel the muscle working, then they were quite good. They did quite good. Well, you'll see the pump at the end, but the pump was quite nice for them. And then after them, for exercise number 3, I'll let this set finish out. But I think I was doing 80, I can't know what weight I was doing. I was doing 18 kilos. 16 to 18 kilos. I did start at 22, so I was like, that was too heavy, way too heavy. I think Matt was doing like 27.5 kilo or something. So he weighs, I don't know what he's weighing now, but he's weighing a lot more than me. And then the 4th movement here is a fly, not a fly, what's am I about? A lateral raise variation. So instead of standing up, you got chest supported ones, which obviously, I'm going to quote what Matt said here, but he said obviously because your chest is supported, you're obviously not doing any swinging and you're not using your back to kind of like swing the weight up, so you're completely relying on your side delts, which is what you should be doing. And I actually quite like these two. I might implement these instead of my just standard standing lateral raise, because I do standing lateral raises and single arm cuff lateral raises on the cable machine. So I might change my program. Actually, I'll ask my coach if I can change to these, because these were really good. Like I've got to give them that. Like they were really good. Obviously, you can see everything working here just because how lean I am at the moment. And then the next next exercise we move on to is a overhead extension for the long head. So I like to do normally I like to use the V bar for this, but because following certain exercises and I'm doing what my coach is saying, we use this attachment here instead of, I normally use 2 long ropes, but this attachment here did the same job really. So I tried to like let it go right down, just to like blow my headphones or just the top of my neck, and then just explode upwards. And again, these would have been 2 or 3 sets of at least 12 to 15. And then I normally superset these after with just your standard rope tricep extension. But I believe we just didn't superset these, we just did the long head tricep on this one, which is just a standard movement for me. These and skull crash, like easy bar skull crashers, are the 2 best exercises for your long head in my opinion, or the only 2 that I do to train them. And then the next exercise we move on to is a single arm. So as I mentioned earlier with the lateral raises, is a single arm lateral raise with a cuff. So as you can kind of see there, my the cuff is kind of like halfway up my arm, just below my bicep on my forearm, instead of on my wrist, because I get a lot more stability and I'm able to like lift more weight because I've got more, because there's less weight being like strained on your wrist. And for me, I just find it easier just because on like the upper forearm. And I do make sure that I am still only feeling it like in my delt, regardless of where that cuff is on my arm. But for me personally, I just prefer it position like that on my arm, so I can bash up more reps. And then finally, we moved on to a pin-loaded seated chest press, which is something I do as well actually on my upper day for Monday. And I think you can see here the little red handles. So again, I'm quoting what Matt said. So for him, why he does this is he basically, so your hands are closer together, so it kind of like lengthens the attachment where your hand goes, so it lengthens the grip. So as you can see there, my hand's kind of half on the red grip and half on the black bar, so you can get more of a closer stance when doing the set, which I quite like, to be fair. So it's kind of like a close grip Smith machine press, but on a pin loaded seat machine. So again, annoyingly I can't remember the sets and reps, but this is quite heavy actually compared to my one at my normal gym. Let's push them on a bit further there. But I think for this, I think it was, no, I can't remember, because I think it was a set of 10 to 12 and then a 30% drop to failure and then another 30% drop to failure. Yeah, completely worn out at the end there. Just the energy levels of prep are getting to me, which is quite frustrating because I'm so used to being like a lot more stronger than I am right now, but it's just the sacrifice you take for being so lean. You just lose a bit of strength, unfortunately. But we'll get all that back in the off season when I'm like 90 kilos again, because that's when I start. That's the weight that I started at. I think 92 kilos at the start of this prep. So I'm just gonna let this finish playing out now, me bashing out these final few reps, and then we'll go on to like the post-workout pump, which I was quite happy with today actually, so we'll move on to that next. We're looking sick. This pose room's so shadowy. If we probably get it like there, I reckon. There we go, there she is. Let's hit through mandatories. And chest is looking full as well at 81. Looking naughty. Check out this pose room, by the way. It's actually pretty sick. It's got lights, obviously, but like just the whole like look of it. It's naughty. Actually, get more light over here. If he wants to focus. There you go, look. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, that was a fucking sick session. What we'll do now is probably cut to meal 3. Show you guys what happened for that. Oh, yeah. Solid push session, day 2. Tomorrow we got pull Rotherham and ultraflex and Rotherham. So that should be good. So